Let's install my ACT twin disc clutch and transmission to my Ford G63. We'll take a little bit of weight off of the engine stand, pop this handle out. There we go. Then slide this pad under here now to protect my oil pan. I'll scoot this forward some. Now we can take out the bolts that hold on the engine stand. We got the ACT clutch here. I did do a little bit of modifying to it. I made another video about it. You can check that out down below. And so we're going to take our pieces and we're going to set everything off to the side here and get the flywheel ready. Definitely cannot forget this plate that goes between the transmission and the engine. Alright, so we'll bolt this on first. I think people normally, after they do a build or tear down, they probably leave these bolts out because they are hard to access. So I definitely want to make sure I get this thing as square as possible. That way I'm not having issues bolting up the transmission with this plate getting in the way of the threads a little bit. We'll even go ahead, just give it this a test, make sure the bolts thread. Okay, that one threads. That one threads. That threads. That goes through. That goes through. Okay, we're good. Go ahead, toss our flywheel on up. Per the ARP instructions, it calls for a little bit in the fastener assembly lubricant under the head and then blue Loctite on the threads. Since I have gone balance shaft delete on this engine and I'm going to have more NVH, I'm actually going to go with red Loctite on the threads instead. So I got this gel stuff, which is actually better than the other stuff in my opinion. So I got some red on the end there, and then on the head here, we'll get a little bit of the assembly. Wipe off any excess. My cameraman finally decided to show up.
No notice.
So I do need a little bit of a special socket to put on those ARP bolts. It's a 19mm 12-point thin wall. I don't have that on me, so we're going to do a little bit of machining. I've done this before. Trust me, I'm a professional. This is the wrong wheel. I'm not a professional. Nice. That way you can get a flush torque. That's better. So we're going to do a little bit of an old school trick. We're going to use a wrench to hold the flywheel still while we torque it. I'm going to put a bolt through this end. Then I got one of the transmission mounting bolts in the block as well, just like that. And these are going to get torqued in a star pattern to 95 foot-pounds with my new modified socket. There we go, as you see, it locked in there. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we're also going to go around the world because I'm an anal bead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Before we bolt up our pressure plate and clutches, we'll go ahead and give it a clean. I do got some gloves on now, that way I'm not getting oils on the surfaces. We can go ahead and do our clutch build up now. It does say on the clutch, if we can get it to focus, it says trans side, and multiple of these things say trans side, so it tells you which way they need to face. The transmission will be this way. And also if I look, there are some little notches and stuff from where this was sitting. So I'm going to put it right in the same spot, just like that. And then also I have markings right here where these little springs were sitting. Both sides. Same thing with this second clutch, transmission side. If I look, there's little spots. Mark it with my finger, right there. Get the top floater plate. Now we do need to try and line up these notches with these notches because the whole thing slots through. And I do want to try and find, yep, so there's a tang on that one. So right about there, there's an indentation from where it previously was. Now this plate goes, and then this ring on top, just like this. I'm trying to keep all my bolts straight, I can. Nice, there we go, went right through. Take my clutch alignment tool, we'll stick it in there. Stick it in the hole. I'm going to rotate this until I find the old marks on the flywheel from those springs, which is right there. So same with this pressure plate. We're going to do just a little bit of time. We're going to go crisscross with it. Ideally what we want, I'm not going to do it right now, but once it's bolted in, we want to be able to smoothly, without any force, get this clutch alignment tool in and out smoothly. That way we know the input shaft goes in smooth. As you can see, I'm doing this, the spring is coming outward as it cinches down more. Nice, that feels good. We're not all the way down, but we can probably always get to the point where we should start torquing. So we got it mounted up. We're going to do a little bit of blue Loctite on each one of these bolts per ACT's instructions. Now we can torque them all to 25 foot-pounds. Just torque wrenches set. Nice, okay, good. This is exactly what I want to see. I didn't overdo it with the impact driver. 1, 9. So we'll go around the world to be safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then at the end of it, we'll pull this nice. That's good. With how easy that comes in and out, the input shaft should line up pretty good. I got a little bit of an idea here. So we got the transmission on the dolly. We're going to jack up the engine and try and slide the dolly underneath and try and bolt up the transmission. I will put one of the pads on the dolly here to protect the wheel pan, so let's try that out. Got to level it a little bit. We'll put this pad on here. Got to go up just a little more. Okay, go ahead. Okay, that's not bad right there. It bolted up, or it slid in. But where the dilemma, if you look right here, this transmission's got to rotate this way. So if I try and slide it over here. Oh. Okay, right there. So I did have to play a little bit of where the hell did I put those bolts? Because I took this apart damn near 3 years ago, but I did find the right bolts I need. We're going to go ahead and use our Milwaukee Insider. Those are 14, I'm pretty sure. Moment of truth, you got to make sure you lock the throwout bearing into the pressure plate. There you go. You heard that click. Now we're locked in. I cannot believe that dolly works so damn flawlessly, but that's why they call me the eyeball champ. So we'll go ahead. We're going to jack this up and get it off the dolly, and then we're just going to set it on the ground. We're going to go ahead and protect that pan still. So we'll put this pad back down. That's all right. Yeah, that's fine. Woo! In our next video, we're going to install all the Wooden engine mounts, and you'll be actually surprised at how much weight we dropped installing these mounts compared to the OEM ones. So in the next video, we will be dropping the engine and transmission into the Time Attack Evo 9. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell for future videos. Stay boosted. Y'all have a good one now. Peace out.